Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to celebrate my dad's birthday with us today. I'm so grateful for y'all for taking the time to drive down here and be with us. My parents built a wonderful house for hosting parties but failed to do so for the past few decades. So I will take the responsibility as the firstborn to throw this party today. Before this lovely home, we lived in a one-story house where Kason and I's room was separated from the living room by a very thin wall. As a kid, I grew up hearing loud cries of joy and mostly despair from my dad's football games that he watched. I say mostly despair because his favorite team is the Bears. But football is not the only thing he watched. I would often leave my room to find him rewatching 2001: A Space Odyssey more times than anyone needs to watch that movie. I remember the triumphant soundtrack bleeding through the walls as I desperately tried to sleep. Another notable example of shows he watched was the show 24, the spy thriller, whose alarming opening theme still sends shivers down my spine like a Pavlovian response, almost like I'm a sleeper agent, and that's my activation cue. Luckily, once we remodeled the house, I got my own room on the second floor, and suddenly it was my dad who had to hear my loud banging and constant dropping of things from below. Another prominent memory I have as a child is my fear of ghosts. My dad would always try to comfort me when I was too scared to sleep. I remember one night he told me, "Well, Sabina, Mom and I have lived here for a very long time, and I've never seen a ghost here." This, of course, remodeled in my mind to be, "You'll be the first person to see a ghost here, and no one will believe you." Maybe in a few decades, a new family will live here, and they'll have to deal with my dad's ghost, still watching 2001: A Space Odyssey while munching on ghostly pork rinds. But in the meantime, my dad has so much more of his life to live, so we must all come together to celebrate. Thank you, and let's enjoy the party.